feel like it's every other week that Twitter and Reddit finds a new anime to hate on. They did that with One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen by calling them over-animated. Getting criticized for doing the most is just crazy. Of course I have my own problems with the Sukuna vs Mahoraga fight. It isn't because it's over-animated. Oh, too many finger air quotes. It isn't because it's over-animated, it's because I can't understand what the fuck's going on. But I digress. And now the hate has moved on to Sakamoto Days, and the reason for this much outrage is apparently because TMS Studio, who was behind the GOAT, Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple, Dr. Stone, Relife, Megalobox, Fruits Baskets, Baki, Nagatoro, and get this, hired a director who had gone on to do an interview and said he'd keep the integrity of Suzuki's drawings. Lying through his teeth while crossing his fingers and smiling menacingly because what he did next will shock any anime fan. He used the rest of the money that was meant for the anime on brothels and Taylor Swift merch. The outrage was all by the manga fans, and the anime fans? They were chilling. And I as well, until I went on to Twitter and Reddit. Biggest mistake of my life. So were the manga fans tweaking? Or were they actually justified in their outrage? To answer that, let's start with the story.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja.
Sakamoto Days is a story about Sakamoto and how he spends his days. Sakamoto Days is a story about the legendary assassin Sakamoto, voiced by Tomokazu Sugita, who voiced the goats of all goats, Gintoki. Oh, my precious Gintoki. My glorious Gintoki. The fuck's wrong with that guy? Who has already gone through his shonen main character arc and is now settled and chilling with his family while owning a store without any worries. That is until Shin, a psychic who can read minds, is tasked to kill Sakamoto for leaving the gang by this Aizawa wannabe. He enters the stores and then beats his ass, gives him a bustin' dinner, switches side, and then they go fight him and his gang. The rest of the story follows Sakamoto encountering new a new assassin every episode and solving all his issues without killing any of them. Yep. Oh my god. The rest of the story follows Sakamoto encountering a new assassin every episode, solving all his issues without killing any of them. Yep, you heard it correct. An assassin whose job is to assassinate isn't doing any assassinations. And for that you have her to thank for, because what she did really moved Sakamoto to his core. She did a Mary Jane Watson.
Will you marry me? Mary Jane!
That was just a joke, because actually she and their daughter are the best parts of the series. Look at the adorable family. Hope nothing happens to them in the future. That's the premise of the story. As an anime only, I personally enjoyed it. I did have a bit of a problem with the weird filter, but it grew on me. The pacing was also good. I didn't have much of a problem with the anime. But how does it compare to the manga? One glaring obvious difference that I have noticed when comparing the anime and manga is manga does not move while the anime does. Okay, but the obvious difference is the amount of details the manga has compared to the anime in some of the action frames and colors. But is it cheaply made, as this Reddit post suggests? Abso-fucking-ly not! I don't know what were they smoking, but I don't want that at all. You wanna talk cheaply made? Look no further than last season. Fucking Blue Lock. Now that's cheaply made. To reference some others, we got Promised Neverland Season 2, 7 Deadly Frames, Deadland Borderland, Classroom of the Elite, and I actually loved that show. The wind effect was another addition of problem a lot of people had, but again, I didn't really have any problems with it, because it kinda reminded me a lot of Hajime no Ippo and Gintama, two of my all-time favorites. Reading the manga and anime side by side did make me appreciate the manga and understand where these manga readers were coming from, but the anime is not as bad as everyone is saying. What's worse, with time, people have changed their complaints from "this is the biggest piece of shit ever made" to "this is average as fuck adaptation, and that's why we're mad." Look, I get it, the manga is this godly story that gave you a glimpse of heaven. But here's the thing, the adaptation is good. It's a 7 out of 10 adaptation, even I'll admit that. It's no Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man, but the adaptation is definitely not cheaply made. As much as I've complained about the complaints, believe it or not, I'm actually very neutral on this topic because the manga readers do have a point, like the weird janky animations that you see time to time. I mean, look at this. Even I could tell something was off about the way they moved before reading the manga. And the biggest crime of the anime is the fact that they skipped over a total of 3 chapters, 2 of which included this police girl, a very significant less character, and the supermarket chapter. The anime did cover the important parts of these chapters in the anime, but when I was reading the chapters, it did make me feel more attached to the characters because we see how Sakamoto and gang interacted with the people in the town in their day-to-day life. And it's a damn shame the anime skipped it because that's a genuine criticism I have for the anime. Okay, maybe I'm gonna change the rating a bit. Does Sakamoto Days deserve a MAPPA treatment? No. MAPPA levels of production should be a plus point, not a given. No anime deserves the MAPPA treatment like there's some royal highness. What a manga deserves is a faithful and good adaptation of the source material. And if you're doing it on your head to think otherwise, then I don't know. I figured if you could give your retarded opinion, I should be able to give my retarded opinion as well. Freedom of speech, baby. Sorry for the long wait, but I'll try to be more consistent next time. No promises though, because life be lifing at the most unexpected times. Subscribe if you like my content and give this video a like as well. Share your thoughts on the comments below. I am interested to know what your thoughts are on the whole drama. Stay tuned while I talk about some more anime. Till next time, see ya.